Hey y'all, welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your positive energy that you send towards me that I send right back to you. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this message. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, pure Divine White Light. What do you have for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? Please and thank you. All right. You guys, I have the pleasure of meeting so many wonderful people on this walk, of healing and us healing one another with messages and comparing of notes and things that are taking place in the spiritual realm that are manifesting here. So to all my followers and viewers and supporters, I do appreciate you being here. And, those who have booked readings with me, and we had a nice common share of things, that were pleasurable to our mouths, to each other's ears, confirmations. Thank you for being here is all I want to say. All right. Spirit, what do you have for the collective? All right, those flipped out in the deck. Help me, Holy Ghost. Whew, I'm hearing no weapon formed against you shall prosper. All right, so is it thick out there like that? I don't know, y'all tell me. But let's see what the divine has to say. All right, y'all. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups reverse. So anytime we see an ace, we know that's a new beginning. But if it's in the reverse, then that means you're going to get the new beginning. And this may not even be your energy, but that new beginning is going to come, but it's going to not start off with a fresh new start. So it's going to be like a stale new start, if we could put that together in that perspective. So with the cups in particular, the cups are about emotion. So it's like, okay, so if you do like physically get to start over somewhere, it's like if you carry the baggage of emotions with you to that fresh start, it's a stale start. And, with the emotions, it's like, okay, so if I'm expressing myself in an unhealthy manner, or I don't know how to actually express myself to where it is going to be beneficial, for both parties, if I'm speaking to someone directly, if I don't understand the gist of that, how I can maintain like boundaries and a safe place and all that good stuff, and, learning how to say no and stuff like that, if I'm taking those same principles into a new start, then it's almost like, what's the point, right? So this is going to have something to do with that expression of emotions and whether or not I heard get your point across. So whether or not you're going to get your point across, right? But let's see what's going on with that. All right, so let's see. All right, Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I had a low tone in my ear while I was speaking on this energy of getting it right this time around is what I heard. But I'm rebuking that spirit that doesn't want me to get the message out, apparently. So already starting up. Anyway, we have the Star card reverse. The Magician right behind that. The Judgment card, and then the Two of Cups, y'all. So these are three major arcanas connected to this duo, this partnership, this connection that's no longer. It is long, it is present, it is here in the energy, even though you all may not physically be together, separated, broken up, whatever that is, divorced, whatever. They're still in the energy. And with that star card reversed, there's some sort of interference here when it comes to communicating with the spiritual realm, or either your spiritual team not being able to, like, hello, wake up. They're not able to get to you to get the messages clearly to you. Now, the Magician card is here, and it's in the upright. But still, to have the Magician and the star card reversed right next to each other is somewhat unpleasant for me as the one who's interpreting the energies. And then the Judgment card is right behind all of that. Y'all, I'm gonna grab some clarifiers. I know this is early in to grab clarifiers, but this is some serious business right here. And then I just had that attack right as I was speaking on someone being clear about what they're saying, and finally just coming to terms with who they are and what they stand for, and not letting someone else come in and try to call the shots. Because that energy is kind of heavy right now. And look over here is another major arcana. That's the Lover's card, and it's tilting in the reverse. Spirit, can you clarify the Star card reverse, the Magician, the Judgment card, and the Two of Cups reverse? What is this? All right, that card wanted to come out. So the House card is here. Let's see what else. Okay, I think that was the official person, if I could see it correctly. And then the High Honor card. Sudden wealth at the bottom of the deck. Let me turn this card over and confirm. Yep, official person. I'm going to leave it right there. Because right now, well, see, the High Honor card, that's like the highest of respects. I look also as the High Honor card is like an exclamation point to the energy. So I told you this, whatever this was with these three major arcanas was very serious. And then this House card falling below. Y'all give me a moment. Give me a moment to interpret this. Y'all, we have 11 here. Sudden wealth card at the bottom of the deck. We have 1 here. Ace at the bottom of the deck. There's the number 22 card. So that's the number 4. And the 2's here for the Two of Cups. Here's another 2, Two of Pentacles, you guys. And then the 2, well, 20 would be 2, the House card. I mean, I could look at it as surface level, right? Is that somebody wants to get back with you. Like, that's like the most minute interpretation, right? With 11. So 11 would represent, like, a couple. Some would say twin flames. And 2 being the couple, but it's also a decision with this Two of Cups reverse. Are there 2's under here? Yep, so the Judgment is 2. Well, it's 20, but it's 2. And then the Magician is also a 1 card. All right, where are we going with this, Spirit? Where are we going with this? All right, I heard not my child. But that's not coming from the questioning of a potential parent, by way of a DNA test. I'm not that sort of meaning. This is more a meaning of Spirit saying, take your hands off of my child. So this Two of Cups reverse, obviously with the physical separation, right? And then with that Star card reverse. So there's some sort of There's some sort of challenge that's going on right now, and I would say in the ethers. Yeah, I almost want to say it's going down up there. As above, so below. It's going down up there. Even though we can't see it, we can definitely feel it, right? But if we're talking about divine feminine and divine masculine energies, right? And supposed twin flames, because I'm really just getting like single and duo energy here. I heard hold tight and can't hang on anymore. So what that gave me a representation of. So it's like your person, right? The one who's out of the picture, Two of Cups reverse. It's like they're reaching out their hand to grab you, right? And they may have like grabbed a piece of your garment, whether it be a shirt, a dress, whatever. I mean, and gender appropriate, however you want to place yourself, male or female, or male, female, however that is. They're reaching out, and they had, well, first of all, they had you in their grasp, right? But as it loosens up, they still are trying to cling on to what little bit of thread that they can as an attachment, so you can't get away. But what I'm seeing is you being, it's almost like a floating, like I don't even see feet touching the ground sort of thing. But the fact is, it's like when they're reaching out, they're also crying out and stretching out and like being all dramatic about it, because they know like this is it. This is the end of it. Like there's like once you get whisked away, because that's what I'm seeing, like you know, in the air, once you get whisked away, that's it. Because what'll happen on their end is it's like a vacuum effect. They're being sucked away into the unknown, into wherever that is that they're going, but has nothing to do with you, because you're facing lightness. It's visible. It's like blue. I'd see like some cloudy, like apparition type things. But where they're going is like into the deep, like it's dark. There's nothing, you can't see anything there. But it's like you could see the terror in their eyes, because they don't want to be, because they know once they let go of that last little piece of whatever they're holding on to that belongs to you, that you're wearing or whatever that is, they're sucked into whatever that is on their side. Judgment card. Magician card, high honor. Star card reverse. So that energy with that star card reverse, you know, that communication, that wasn't for you, that was for them. So their spirit guides, their spirit team, their ancestors cannot connect. And that magician right there, it's like God, well, it's universe finally taking like absolute control over that. Remember when I said not my child? That was that energy. Not my child. Sudden wealth at the bottom of the deck. An official person flew out here over top of that Lover's card that's teetering in the reverse. So official person is the one who comes in and they've got all the badges. They wear the uniform. Like you don't have to question who they are because they're wearing the uniform, right? Because, you know, that's their absolute service, to be able to be of service, right? They've put in the work. They have the skill to do it. That's that official person card. So with that energy of not my child and then the official person, I feel like there's some sort of ranking. There's a ranking up now. Like once that your person, your ex-person is finally going to lose the grip, right? Then that takes you up. I mean, that's what I said. You're like floating, like you're, I mean, what I described with the blue and the clouds and the stuff, like floating, that floating energy, like your feet weren't touching the ground, like you're off. And they get sucked into the abyss, the darkness, the deep. So, you know, of course they're realizing now it's a little too late. But it's like a lot too late, because there's no going into like a future lifetime with this energy, with this mess, because this is the final let go of the grip that they've had on you for possibly many lifetimes. And they've just followed you because of that karmic loop, that karmic cycle. But a lot of us have broken chains, and chains have been broken on our behalf because we did the work. So we no longer have to go by, well, he's my twin flame, or he's my divine masculine, but he turned into like a fake, a false divine masculine, or, you know, feminine, however it applies. Like, there's no carrying that any further, that weight, that obligation is not going any further than this. All right, y'all, let me move on, because that was a lot. So the house card, you know, would represent foundational. And then they know that they had that in you. They know now that you are their person. You are the one that was going to correct and make everything right in this lifetime, even for them and their karmic ass, right? You did the work. They did not do the work. But now they know, oh, so that's who I was supposed to do the work with. And then we could have been like Jay-Z and Beyonce. We could have been like whoever else is like a power couple in this lifetime. Because, you know, they're fame whores, they're money oriented, they only care about themselves. So that's the perspective that they would put it in. Like, man, but it's all surface still. Like their thinking still isn't there. Now they realize what it is that they lost, of course, and the possibilities of what they could have had and could have been had they had treated you properly and correctly and corrected their karma and did the work like you did, and then y'all merging together, and then sky's the limit. Sky's the limit for you, but for them, they get sucked into the abyss. And they know this now. It's a little too late. All right, anyway, let's see what else is here. Oh, yes, World card reverse. There it is. And then the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, karma for them, Ace of Pentacles for you, and they know this because they are the karma that's watching you. You're the Ace of Pentacles. You're the one that got away. You're the one that was, I was just talking about surface level, them wanting money, them wanting fame and attention and all that kind of stuff, all that surface level stuff. But that's how they see you. Like your face would be here in this Ace of Pentacles. But that's over and done for them. All right, so I'm being drawn back to this Ace of Cups reverse at the bottom of the deck. So that Ace of Cups reverse definitely is not your energy. Or this is the final contribution that, excuse me, you would have to be able to turn this Ace of Cups right side up. So possibly there's going to be some communication coming in, some because this is it. I told you, I saw the terror in their eyes because they know this is the final. This is it. This is the done deal. It's about to be done. I'm talking about for lifetimes, because maybe that's why they were so confident in it, because they were so familiar with your energy and just so like arrogant and egotistical when it came to their deception and manipulation over you and their power and their control over you, because it lasted many lifetimes. So that's why it was just so easy for them and hard for you, because you were also familiar to that, to where you felt you had to take it. You had to make it work. So in this final ditch effort, they possibly are going to reach out to you. But you know, this is not a weak moment for you. Not my child. This is not it. This is going to be like that final destination. What are you going to say? How are you going to handle this? All right. Let's see what else is here, y'all. Okay, so let me scoop in under here this official person, see what's going on. I'm gonna turn these cards because this is, we could look at it as what we don't see coming here with this official person. Okay, look at that. So we have two more major arcanas here. Major arcanas are all over the place. I told y'all this was serious. Another major arcana with that world card. Told y'all. So this strength, and that's why the enemy was trying to stop me in the beginning, y'all. You got to rebuke that enemy on sight. Like, they could catch it on sight. I don't even care. You got to stop it right. Don't even question it. Stop it right then and there. Rebuke it. Whew. Thank you, God. Okay. So this strength card here, this is mastering ability. This is having to work up the courage to be able to get to this point of, look what I can do. And not even showing off, but people are there to see it because they've never seen a lion walking through the street, first of all. So you got their attention that way. And then the lion walks up to this woman who's just kind of standing there minding her business and just sits down beside her. So they're already captivated with one thing, and then to see this other thing happen, it's like, whoa. But that was that official person energy that was coming in before we even knew what was under here, right? That's your help. That's your strength. That's what they do. So there's no need to ever question, are they going to bail you out? They're like, we're just waiting for you to set the stage. We need to know that, you're not going to renege on something that, when we've already come in and done the work, that you destroy all of that because you went backwards. Right? And this Empress card here in the reverse, this is still a motherly energy. This is still someone who can bring new beginnings, growth, earthly vibes here. But it's in the reverse. So they need to know, and when I say they, your people, the spirit realm, God, universe, your help, they need to know that you're not going to renege. They're ready to come. Look, the Lover's card is almost in the reverse. It's on the side. So that lets me know that, okay, it's not upright. It's not reversed. So it's like in like a decision-making mode. Like, what are you going to do? We're waiting on you. And with that Ace of Cups reverse, that's another energy of, this can go one way or it can go the other. It's up to you. We're just waiting to see where you are. And we need to be confident in knowing where you are. So you could be a mother. You could share a child with this person who's clinging on to you and terrified that this is it. Like for lifetimes, for all of the lifetimes that they've clinged to you. Like, this is it. But Empress reverse, I just, this is one of those things to where you can't really focus on your children not having their parent around. So you put up with the BS just so they can have a parent around, because you don't want to see them in a single family home. And, just all of those things that you're putting yourself last. The Empress doesn't put herself last in the upright because the Empress in the upright is healthy. So therefore, she understands the priorities of her being in, a balanced, stable health in order to bring growth, manifest new things. She has to make sure she's good first. But if you're worried about this person and that person, they could all be in the confines of your home, then you're no good. You got to take care of you. But that's what it is. Like, where are you at, Empress, with that? Are you realizing that, you need to focus on yourself? Are you there? Well, show it. Show it. Show it in your actions. Show it in your emotions. Open up that throat chakra. Say it. And don't back down. And mean what you say. Don't just say it to hurt somebody. Just really mean it. But you're not being nasty with them, hopefully. Because I don't want you harboring any aggression behind this, because that's not where it's at. Still about love, but it's a way of saying things. It's the delivery of it. Meaning what you say and saying what you mean with a smile on your face. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords here. We have the Six of Cups, and then we have the Page of Cups reverse. All right, so y'all know this Queen of Swords is still lurking in the background. So this has been like a guest star in my previous readings, and they're still here. So this Queen of Swords energy, it could be a masculine with feminine energies. This Queen of Swords right here wants their way, and they want to have the final say, right? This is that female energy that can turn toxic real quick because they don't get their way, because they've been planning on it to go a certain way. They've been manifesting it to go a certain way. So they put a lot of energetic thoughts and energy into, yeah, I can't take no for an answer. And then the Six of Cups, they want to take it back to where it was when it was easy. Whatever this energy is, whoever this energy applies to. When you were naive, when you were, I mean, naivety doesn't have to be negative in this sense, but it's like as a child, you know, you do as a child. You don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about hard stuff, right? So it's like being naive, right? Because you haven't been exposed to the adult stuff yet, the challenging stuff yet, right? Well, at least most children, you wouldn't want them to have to worry about challenges and things at such a young age. And then that Page of Cups is like taking from that. So with this Queen of Swords energy, I'm feeling like this Page of Cups just represents they weren't able to be a part of a child's life. They weren't able to provide just a little amount of being a parent to this child. And that could come by way of, you know, being there when the child had a hard day. At least they would be there in the house to talk to them or to hug them or to encourage them. They really didn't even know about the child's bad days here. So this is an energy of missing out by way of this Queen of Swords energy. So in the past, too, now that I'm thinking about it, it's coming up, that Queen of Swords could be a mother figure of your person. So they would be looking at the situation as, you know, my child really missed out on their own child's life or is missing out. So they're still in the background with this energy. And the only reason I know this is because if the mother is in tune with the child, the mother's feeling the hurt of this, whatever's going on with this vacuum energy, that their child's being sucked into the abyss and they're losing you. Sudden wealth at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles right here. So they're feeling that energy as well. So they're harping on, you know, the past and the fact that, you know, their own child was the karmic, right? The karmic cycle, karmic loop, because, you know, that's what it is. They're stuck in the karmic cycle together. So if it possibly happened to the Queen of Swords, it's like just repetitive energy from generation to generation to generation. But it stops here. It's being cut off here with that pulling energy that I described earlier. All right, this is long, y'all, but let me see what else is here. I'm going to just run through these like a storybook. So just know that this energy was pretty much on its side, but kind of leaning in the reverse. So I'll have to consider all of that as well. But I see nothing but Pentacles and Wands here. Look at this. Two of Pentacles having to make a decision, but waiting on an amount of money to come in before they say, okay, I'll do it now. It's like you're hesitating over the wrong things. You know you need to make this decision and do it, but it's like that person who's always waiting for the right time. There is no right time. Four of Wands. So this has to do with either an engagement or the breaking of an engagement, some sort of family celebration. With these Four of Wands, the fours, you know, represent a home, foundation, four walls. So it's like if this decision is based on, actually, if this ceremony or whatever this is, this engagement or breaking of is based on, you know, the right time with this Two of Pentacles, then, I mean, Somebody's putting you on hold for this, or you're putting someone on hold for that, or maybe that's what the Empress reverse energy is coming from, to where you're possibly, or they are thinking about marriage, because this came up in the last reading. You know, marriage is not the answer. So maybe that's why Spirit's like, okay, sis, we ready, we booted. What's your final decision? Because it's happening, but we need to trust that you're not going to renege on this. Seven of Pentacles is about investment. So on its side, it's like loss of investments. Or it's like, well, or maybe I can keep going, you know, and not have to think that I'm about to lose everything. Maybe there's some sort of hope here. Maybe I can, you know, still kind of stack my pentacles. You know, I've came this far, so maybe I can still keep going. Oh my God, no, let it go. Queen of Wands is here. So, the Queen of Wands energy, this is a fire sign. This is fire energy, wands, actions, this queen. Somebody's ready to take action, but they're still not sure. I feel like this Queen of Wands has done dirt. So it's kind of like guilt shaming yourself. Like, okay, I mean, whoever this is, this energy, it's like, okay, well, I cheated and, so, I'm not perfect either. So, you already in that energy of putting yourself down, but it's drawing you closer into confusion. And confusion is, the enemy's device to keep you from freedom, because that confusion serves as also like a bondage. It keeps you from moving forward. This Ten of Pentacles is here. So it's like, I want abundance. And if I just work hard, I can achieve it. And, this could be bouncing off of this Seven of Pentacles energy, to where, if I keep going, ultimately I could have that Ten of Pentacles. But, the Ten of Pentacles, you can have that regardless, but it'll be quicker when you drop the zero. It'll manifest easier if you drop the headache. If you separate yourself from that energy that's blocking you. Yes, it could absolutely come. But remember, all of these cards were on their side. So I have to interpret it that way. Yes or no. All right. Nine of Wands here. It has to do with just being in an energy of wanting to stop and take a break, because, the 10 is the next card to come, and 10 is completion. So it's like, if I could just, keep going, which I plan to do, but just let me stop and pause. But on the side, in the energy, I have to look at the reverse and the upright. So that would be like, if I pause, I might start to sit here too long and get comfortable. And then I might be like, F it, I'm going back home. Like, why am I even trying to get to the 10? Let me just put all of this stuff down and walk away. Because they're actions. Tower card reverse. Well, I called it as reverse, but these cards were on their side. But let me go with it. Tower card reverse is divine intervention. So what has been like a structure that was designed and built to keep others at bay and keep one safe and all that good stuff is falling. It's going to fall. It has to fall. Because if this was your comfort zone of feeling like, okay, if I could just marry them, or I cheated too, so I'm not perfect either, or I just maybe if I just keep going, I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't. What is this? The Tower is going to decide that for you, because that Page of Pentacles reverse. Well, I'll say that too. The Page of Pentacles reverse, even though it was on the side, has to do with. I wanted to say one sliding themselves, like one, what's the phrase? You cut off your nose to spite your face. So like you're not doing yourself any service here. Even if you think you're taking a break or contemplating, you already know what it is. This isn't your first break. This isn't your second break. Why you keep breaking, sis? Or bruh? Why? This demolition with this Tower card is happening. But you need to be okay with it. You need to know and trust this thing is not healthy for you for many lifetimes now. And finally, you having done the work, it's time for that separation, that disengagement to happen for once and for all. All right, y'all. I know that was long, but that's what I have. Hope this helps.